What's up, my people? How that day waiting? They happen waiting this up. Before we begin, I want us to understand this. You see, greed is not a financial issue. It's a heart issue. You see, a poor man can be just as greedy as a rich man. Because when we talk about greed, everybody start pointing fingers, and it's usually towards the rich guys or the rich man or the rich woman. No, you can also point your fingers towards a poor man. I want us to first establish that. Now, about Peter and Paul, if you're a fan of this channel, you should be aware of that. Now, I could only say one thing concerning this. All this is wrapped around greed, including Jude, their elder brother. Now, because I'm not in the family, I don't think I have the right to say, oh, Jude is the problem, period. Nah, because, I think there are deeper info. This is something that's got to do with family. And so I think I probably might never really get the whole picture. But then again, I also believe that everybody have their opinions when it comes to something like this, and that's why I'm talking about it, because it's out there. It's about P Square. We grew up listening to these guys, and Jude himself is yet to say anything. So I'm not going to. Usually what I do is I will dissect I'm supposed to dissect what he says, but I'm just going to summarize. Now, I would also like to say this based on what I've seen, based on what I've seen and what I deduce from it Paul and Jude felt they are doing, most of the job. Paul even said it. You could sense it in the interview. Paul said that, he's the one that wrote 99%. So you could see, you could even feel it that, this might be the reason why they are fighting, because they feel like one person is not doing anything and just getting the money. So Paul decides to get the money through the back door. According to Peter, they decide to strategize. So they have Northside Entertainment. That is the record label they created. Now, Peter was included in that. They now have this secret record label they called Northside Music, which they receive money from. That's the name that they use. And when you put those things or you juxtapose them, you as a show promoter or somebody who wants to call them for a show, who wants to use their soundtrack, or when it comes to royalties and everything, you might not pay attention to that. You will feel like it's the same thing. Northside Music, Northside Entertainment. But it's not the same thing. They know it's not the same thing, because registration and everything was done differently according to what Peter shared. That is how they make that money, through the back door. He even said that the money that we are talking about is in millions. We are talking about millions of dollars, millions of naira. Now, there's another thing that he said. He said Jude even confessed to that after the EFCC summoned them. That is why, let me take it back a little. It seems like I had to fast forward. That is why Peter reported the case to EFCC to check, because he had done his own research and realized that those behind that were his own people, Jude and Jude's wife. They were the director of this company. That is the name. The owners of this company, Jude Okoye and the wife. That's the name there. Paul's name wasn't there. You're thinking, just like myself, while I was reading, that okay, so how does this got to do with Paul? How does this link to Paul? So it links to Paul like this, because Paul was invited, right? So the reason why they invited Paul was because while the EFCC were doing their investigation, they asked Jude, okay, we checked your account. By the way, his account has been frozen according to Peter, Jude's account, because they are investigating it, the transaction and everything. So they they saw money that was sent into Jude's account through a bureau de change company. So probably the money came in dollars, and this bureau de change, changed the money to naira and sent the money to Jude's account. Now Jude split the money, I think 50-50, and sent half of it, to Paul, and that's how they've been doing. It's like on a regular. Now, when they confronted Jude that this money, the constant sharing and splitting of this money with Paul, what's going on? How did that come about? Peter was supposed to be involved, and he said that it is because Paul helped him to buy it is because Paul helped him to buy a house in America, and it's the money that he's paying Paul. But it just doesn't make sense. If I get so amount of money and I'm sharing half of it, well, might be doing it, maybe it's normal, but if it's half all the time, the consistency, that there's an agreement. If I'm paying you, because I'm owing you and I'm paying you a certain amount of money, I might pay you so amounts today and pay different amounts the next time. I might pay more or less, or you understand what I'm trying to say. So the consistency again is what they should also check. Then that means something fishy is going on. So Peter said that Paul's name was not in the petition, it was only invited. So now Paul is taking this personal because I think Paul knows about this. That's what Peter said. Said Paul knows about it, right? He said he confronted Paul about it. I think confronted 3-4 times, and there was even the time Paul told him that he should go and do his worst. So if Paul didn't do anything about it, you told him that, look, there's a secret company that has our brother as the director, and he didn't react, that means you are in on it. You are in on this plan. Now, Peter went as far as even mentioning names, which makes it more believable. He mentioned Amaju Pinnick, he mentioned Jason Njoku, amongst others. These were some of the people they did business with. And he even said that he's going to share bank statements, like evidence, to prove what he is saying, that these people actually ripped him. Yes, because if we are together and you are going through the back door to make some extra cash for yourself, it's theft. And he said this has been going on for years. It is it's quite unbelievable, actually. Royalties and all these things. So Paul presented it like something happened back then, one small thing happened back then, then Peter just can't carry me with EFCC. It really does not make sense, really, with Paul's explanation, because the reason why he arrested him with EFCC wasn't clearly explained, to be honest. And I think that's the job the people that are asking the question didn't do well. Let him clearly explain why. If it's true that this guy confessed, Jude confessed, then it's really sad being the elder brother and you're doing all these things, because in Africa, yes, we take that seriously. You are the elder brother, you're supposed to make things calm. Now you're saying that you release EFCC final reports, receipts, and other documents related to the company, even CAC registration, bank transaction, and bank statements. Well, guys, it's sad, but it's their family problem anyways. And I saw a video of Peter Obi, with Paul and Jude Okoye. I think Peter Obi went to visit them. Cool video. Moving on to the next one. And the reason why I'm talking about it is simply because I actually talked about them in my last video. Yeah, there was a little discussion about this couple that was seen in a video where the wife tore the man's passport. I was like, I shared my opinion. I think somebody in the comment section called my attention to that these people are content creators. And I'm like, where are we going with this whole content creation thing? Especially like this, it was Facebook content creators. I'm sure they're from Facebook. Facebook content creators started this whole thing, and now it's they don't know what they are doing, but it's just gonna be very difficult to believe anything. Even when somebody done, they die. Like you will be like a content creator. Like it's getting to that point, and it's sad because they are not even seeing this. And again, another thing that I feel like we are also promoting, or these people are also promoting, is toxicity. They know that yes, drama gets attention, being controversial gets attention. Now they take it to the next level where they even put their family on the line. What am I trying to say? I mean, some of them would pretend and create this toxic scenario, right? These are husband and wife that are married in papers, like in real life married, doing this whole acting, fighting, and it's usually that they will fight. And so I don't know what is this, what are they trying to pass? Let's say you guys are not married, you just act it out. It's understandable, just like Lucarus and the other guy, I've forgotten his name. They do these things on social media. They are not married, I don't know if they are in a relationship now, but they do different stuff like couples. So whether they are doing things that some people might see as toxic or some that is too friendly, they know that this is all acting. We know. Not you, husband and wife, fighting all the time, or trying to portray the man as an irresponsible man, or portray the woman as a wicked, as a witch woman, so to make money. So these people are actually content creators.
Haven't I warned you that whenever I leave food, you shouldn't touch it? Even when you are hungry, you have to wait for me. Haven't I told you?
But I'm sorry.
You are sorry. You are sorry. Are you not tired of saying this sorry? See clothes you are supposed to wash this morning. You are just washing it now.
It's crazy. I'll just stop talking about anything like this. If I'm even going to report it, I will just report it as nothing until I'm very convinced, or even ignore it until I'm very convinced that it happened for real. For real. It's just so crazy, man. I understand everybody needs money, but the rate at which people they look for money now and disrespecting yourself on social media and creating this toxicity that you are a very toxic person on social media by yourself with your own hands, it's crazy, man. Well, where are we going with this thing? Content creation. Next one here is about Michael. That's another one that I want to talk about because yes, we discussed that here. Some people even share their opinions. This guy, Michael, my people, did you know that Michael came out on social media after reports, or after it was reported that this guy had sued Angela? This guy came out to say no, he did not sue Angela. I even check out his statement on that. That no, he didn't sue Angela. At that time, I was like, I'll be very happy. I'll be the first person. Yes, I don't want it to seem like we're blaming the victim because seriously, Michael knows. He just needs the green card by all means. Michael knows that this is going to happen. This lady will not change. He took everything in. We know that it's not like he really, really loved the lady. You understand? Took, harassment, embarrassment, took it in. He should know. But it is a crime to harass, hit somebody, embarrass them. It is a crime, So maybe, here's my thoughts. Maybe after it got on social media and he saw people's reaction that, oh, Michael have sued Angela, probably it wasn't true then. Then I think he thought about it and like, maybe it's a good idea I sue this woman and I will make some money. I feel like he was enlightened because he went through a lot of comments saying, oh, you should sue her, you have a lot of evidence, you should sue her. So probably that is why he's going for it now, because he just said it that he needs help. And people are like, need help for everything. You will be saying, you know what you were getting yourself into. Now, if that marriage wasn't toxic, You could say, okay, maybe there was true love, maybe, like if it was a lovey-dovey kind of thing, right? And I also think that TLC, these people or this organization, they are also using them because a lot of people are watching them because of that. Let me read what he said. He said this. I could really use your help right now. Okay, I'm facing some unexpected legal expenses, and any support would mean the world to me. If you are able to donate, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. For more details, please check the link in my bio. Okay, it's just something I want to do now, which I rarely do mid video. Oh my god, what's going on with my... Okay, let's see if I can quickly check these guys. Let me go to Instagram. I'm gonna quickly check for this guy's Instagram page and check how many people don't donate. Isn't me that in the Instagram username himself? Michael. Let us check Michael page and see. Okay, let us see if... Okay, so we should check the link. Okay, GoFundMe. How much has he raised? Wow, this guy have been able to raise... He's looking for $25,000. So he has been able to raise $10,000. And let us check some of the comments here. It says, I've been watching Michael since the beginning on TLC. He's a lovely guy and deserve the best. When you go donate to, they go support this guy. This is just few hours ago, and he's already getting... It will definitely get even probably more than that. Somebody said, hang in there, Michael. Americans want you here. Trust me. He, like a lot of people, somebody here even donated $150. When you go donate, you will be shocked. You'll be shocked. Nah. You as an African, feel they complain. You will be shocked. No, 452 people don't donate, even though it's $5. The lowest say $5. $150.
I'm sorry for coming out this way. It took me a lot to post the GoFundMe link on my page, because I'm not that kind of person. But at the stage I am, the situation I am now is beyond me, and I'm trying my best to get things, sorted. So this is real me. It's not fake. It's not a scam or anything. It's my real page, and the GoFundMe link I posted is real. I really need a support, and I appreciate each and every one. I just had to, do this, because I never expected this to come this way, but I just had to do what I had to do. And the Mary that organizes it's one of the big bloggers, so she's one of my team, my media team. So it's real, and I know it's not easy out there, but whichever way you guys can support, I would truly appreciate it. And also on my end, I'm putting what I've saved up so far, I'm putting it in, and I want to get this over with, because you guys can see all the things going on. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you, family. I appreciate it, and God bless each and every one of you. My phone has been buzzing here and there. It's real. Nobody hacked my page. This is my real self. So you guys know lawyers are very expensive here in the States. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, but I know everything will be all right.
Okay, guys, that's it about Michael. So the next one here is about Dr. Anu Adepoju. Dr. Anu is dead now. I always say that if you make money by making other people sad or cry, I believe karma exists. Actually, she's gone, but do I really think it's karma? Yes, I think it's karma, and karma comes in different forms. Might not come in the way that you expect. Might come in something that you do, that you love doing. You know, we all have that secret bad habits that a lot of people don't know about. So it might be through that. You could just die. That's it. May her soul rest in peace. Having said that, it was rumored that she died drug overdose. That's what killed her. And Jaruma, I think it was supposed to be part of the last reports, but because I felt that video is getting longer than I expected and I was getting tired, so I was like, maybe I'm going to talk about it in the next video. So Jaruma said that this lady introduced her to drugs. The NDLEA were about to go after her before they heard the news about her death. She's talking like a child, somebody that doesn't want to take the blame. They forced you to drink, they force you to take cocaine. You see, if you want to know that somebody don't they change, is when they start taking responsibility. When they start taking responsibility for something that they willingly, as an adult. She puts gun for your head, say make you take them. Yes, I'm not supporting Dr. Anu. You know, she did some things. I'm not supporting her. But even you as an adult, you take cocaine, you take all these drugs, you take this, and you still find person where you go pin them on. You they find somebody where you go pin them on. Finding every means to make it look like they put a gun to your head. The only thing you didn't mention is a gun.
What happened, it actually started with the poor billionaire's wife, you know. When the friendship started, a lot of people warned me, and like people were like, she does drugs, so I should be careful so that she doesn't initiate me, you know. So I jokingly said, oh, something I didn't do in secondary school, something I didn't do in university, is it now after getting married and after having kids that I'll do it, you know. So I just laughed it off. I didn't take it serious. I'll be like, no, you guys don't worry, I'll be safe. And yeah, like the way people said, okay, so she does loud, that's the drug that she takes. So, and just like people predicted, you know, she was like, everything I'm going to say in this Stella Domikoko exclusive, I'm going to post on my page videos so that you can see petitions to the IG police, and then those I sued to courts and stuff like that, everything. So as we're going, I'm going to be uploading everything so that you can see. So it first initially started with the drinking of alcohol. I'm a Muslim, so I can't drink alcohol. So I'm going to post a video where she's like, no, Jeremy, you have to drink this. Queen G, you have to drink this alcohol. You have to drink it. You have to drink it. You know, she kept on trying to pass it over to me. I don't have to go. You know, and I did all my best to like wiggle my way out of the situation.
I'm going to read this, and as usual, I'll dissect this particular post. But before we do that, who is Dr. Anu? Dr. Anu is this lady that perform operations on our victims. You might want to call it patient, but victims. Omote is one popular victim, one of the victims. The incident that happened with Omote. I think Omote granted an interview where she shared that. You can imagine a drug abuser, a drug user, being a doctor, allowing her to operate. I'm sure if Omote knows that this one a junkie, she probably wouldn't have tried it. Or maybe she saw somebody that Dr. Anu has helped, and she was like, I'm ready to pay. And she paid 1.2 million naira to do BBL and liposuction, and that almost took her life, and she's still going through that pain.
Useless woman.
Anyways, let us go back to the Agbaya. We don't know, say she be Agbaya. That one told her, let me give you one injection. If I give you that injection, you are going to sleep like you have never slept before. This is what she said, though. She claimed that I was going to forget all my problems. She grabbed my arm and did the injection. The moment it touched my blood, I felt something at the back of my neck onto my shoulders. The body had felt something it had never felt before. So it started, with alcohol. From alcohol, they upgrade now. They upgrade from alcohol to injection. The moment it touched my blood, I felt something at the back of my neck onto my shoulders. The body had felt something it had never felt before. As she was pushing, I was collapsing. I was falling off my bed until I was completely knocked out. I did not know where I was. I did not know what I was doing. I was knocked out completely for like 2 weeks. When I woke up, my hands and veins were swollen. A few weeks later, when someone started saying something about me, I called and asked if I could get that sleeping injection. One pack was 60,000 naira. I think I paid 720,000 naira to her. That's why Jaruma went from like this to like this, because she spent all her money on drugs. So she continued. She would sometimes send the injection to me or come to do it herself. Because, yeah, after they don't give you for free, you get addicted. Then you start paying for it. She would sometimes send injections to me or come do it herself. I got nurses who would be injecting me every night. And then, at some point, one stopped working for me. I mean, one dose. I started using 2 doses. 2 stopped working. I started doing 3 doses. Sometimes I do 5 at once, and that was when my body started jacking, like I had epilepsy. And then foam was now coming out of my mouth. One time I got fed up and I just wanted to die. I was just tired. I knew what 5 doses did to me. So I purposely injected myself with 10 doses. When my workers found me, I was not breathing. I did the injection myself and used a very big vein on my wrist. Yes, usually have like big veins around here. My wrist. I was becoming unconscious. As I was becoming unconscious, the needle fell out and the blood from the big vein was gushing out. It was a horrific sight to see. Next thing, I just saw myself in a white environment with big machines and doctors around me. Doctors trying to bring me back to life, and I said I am still not dead. So she tried to kill herself. So this happened during a Twitter space or X space where everybody goes live. It's just like Clubhouse. Those that understand what Clubhouse is about, that's how it is. The X space or Twitter space. It was organized by NDLEA. Maybe it's because she saw NDLEA, or maybe because it was organized by NDLEA. That's why, she put it like that, like she's not even taking any responsibility for that. But yeah, they said they were just about getting ready to go arrest Dr. Anu before they heard about her death, because Dr. Anu herself too is high, like steadily high on that. Moving on to the next one. This one is about Apostle Suleiman. I saw this video recently. It's just so crazy. You see, I always tell people, yes, I'm a Christian. I know that I'm a Christian. Because it seemed like they want to remind me that, do you know that you're a Christian? You're not supposed to. Yeah, I'm a Christian, but I also have freedom to share my thoughts on whatever is affecting, whatever I think is affecting my religion or is a problem, in the Christendom. And I think sometimes, even as a Christian, we should have our own minds, right? So I saw this video of Apostle Suleiman talking about the COVID-19, that incident. It was crazy. And I was talking about private jets. I find it sensitive when you say that to your audience. I don't know, but it's just not okay when you are telling them to their face that during the time when a lot of them are going through trials and travails, when a lot of them couldn't even feed, when some of them even died. Around the time, a lot of people died, right? You're telling them that you bought private jets at that time, that you bought private jets, and these people are praising him.
In COVID, I was praying for COVID not to end because I was resting. While people were complaining, my wife asked me, say, can life be this sweet? Am I talking to somebody here? No stress. I read on the net, was it yesterday? Somebody sent it to me. There's a rumor going around that I have a machine that prints money. I like that rumor. Say it should be investigated. He has a machine that prints money. I said, they say somebody says it true. I said it's true. Huh? It's risky. I said I didn't know. I didn't know it's risky. I already bought the machine. When you speak in tongues, you are printing money.
It's one thing for you to make money off your people, the people, your followers. It's another thing to rub it in their face. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about Christianity, just Christianity. Other areas, I don't see anything wrong in you flaunting your wealth too. Because at the end of the day, you're giving out something. Maybe people are buying your albums, people are paying to come and see you for shows, and you come with your people, you perform, you do all these things, than they telling you. And if they even want to sell merch, they will sell merch and you get the clothes and you pay, right? It's like that. It makes sense, right? Not telling me you pay tight, so you work somewhere else, then they'll tell you that money that you work, God will times 5. I'm not saying tight is bad though. I don't believe some of the things that Daddy Free says. I believe that, wherever your mind is, if your mind is to help the church, that is where your mind is, help the church. Give tithes to the church. And blessing comes with hard work. Because people think, usually they put it in our head back then that you just do your tithes, sit down, no work, manna will fall from heaven. It does not work like that. So I remember seeing a comment back then saying that one of the fastest growing business is being a pastor, apostle, or a prophet. I think I also saw a video where I think this was shared, and the title was "False Prophets Arrested for Fleecing Man of Over £1 million." This is very common, using religion to just take advantage of you, to milk you.
This man you see here is one of those innocent persons that was defrauded by these fraudsters, who look for every way to hypnotize their victim and extort huge amount of money from them by deceiving them.
Moving on to the next one. This one is about Mohbad. Now, Wumi's sister now is coming for her. It's coming for Wumi, telling Wumi that Wumi stole Mohbad's phone from the mother-in-law. That means she's trying to tell us that there's probably something Wumi is hiding. So no unity. I've said it before anyway. No unity, at all in this family. Wumi's family and Mohbad's family. No unity. Like, it just, what kind of, at least, if we get husband and wife, at least one family supposed try they together. One family. And no wonder this guy died though. Because to be honest, family problems have too plenty. Let's watch this video.
Kí alájọbí tó wà láàrin èmi àti Wùnmí kó dá fún mi, ìyẹn tún wá ń kọ́. Ìyẹn tún kọ́. Kí ni problem yín? Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ni mo ṣe bàbá? Mo dẹ̀ apologize sí bàbá. Báwo ló ṣe wá di ti yín? Kí ló dé tẹ̀ ń ké kiri? You say, what if she takes her husband's phone? Why did she steal it? It is called stealing. She stole it from her mother-in-law. She stole the phone from her mother-in-law. Torí ẹ fẹ́ drag mi, èmi gan wà ńlẹ̀ fún yín. If she's denying that she didn't take it.
Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video by sharing this particular video about Nigerian men versus Kenyans. Yeah. Let's just watch this video.
You're not shamed in Nigeria to then be a housewife. A man is expected to take care of his family, spoil his woman. While here in Kenya, the culture is a bit different. It's like, yeah, men and women are the same.
It's not weak for a man to show his feelings because our men believe it's weak. In fact, they call it simping. They say, go and be simped for by those Nigerian Yahoo boys. Let them go and simp for you. And I'm like, why is loving a woman simping?
Nigerian men, once they say I love you today, tomorrow they are, and especially they have money. Tomorrow they are sending some money and they're everything. So they are the ones who even make women look like they're materialistic because of how they've created, the atmosphere they've created for us.
On an average, the Nigerian men, I'd give you to that. You guys are flamboyant, are romantic. I think that we don't have examples set for us to become romantic and flamboyant in the way you guys are. And I believe it's from our parents, coming from our parents, how they used to treat our mothers. I mean, I've never had my dad tell my mom, I love you. For us, women, they owe us. And it's not the other way. I think that's where we are wrong as Kenyans.
You think you're the price?
Yes.
Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe, until we see you next time. Peace.